So today we're going to be doing our brows. Now my brows is something that I haven't really changed up as far as like the routine goes. I'm still going to be going in with the Precisely My Brow. I use the Gimme Benefit and I use the brow setter. The technique that I've been doing is that I've been applying my brow setter first to kind of set my brows because I haven't really been trimming my brows. I normally do my own brow work. I don't go anywhere. I've had some really bad experiences with brow places, so I've never really been one to be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go get my brows done. Never had an issue with brow pomade wearing off throughout the day. It's always a brow pencil that I've had issues. And sometimes I will use this brow gel to kind of fix all my stray hairs. I have so many baby's hairs, it's ridiculous. Now what I do is I go in with the Gimme Brow and I use this just to lightly go over just the brow hairs just to make sure that they're kind of fluffy. Still the same brow products, just a new technique that I'm going for. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my eyes off camera. I'm gonna keep it pretty simple and then we're gonna move on to the rest of the face. So I went ahead and just did a little cut crease, but I did use the Alter Ego Goddess palette. This last year during the summertime, like end of summer, was my jam, and I was like, I hadn't pulled it out. It's definitely like super fall appropriate. So yeah, that's what I have on my eyes, but we are moving into the face because I do have a product that I wanted to talk about. I wanted to bring up this primer because I do feel like this primer has been something that I've enjoyed. I don't necessarily know if it's like a huge favorite of mine, but it's definitely one that I've been leaning a lot towards. And this is the Too Faced Primed and Poreless. I can definitely say that I've enjoyed using it. I do find that it does a really good job at blurring. That's where I'm at right now. I'm still playing around with it, but I'm gonna definitely incorporate it into my Shop My Stash so I can really figure out what it is that I enjoy about it. But I just kind of wanted to give you guys an update on it since it's one of my newer products that I've been playing around with. For foundation, I've really been enjoying I think it's Uoma Say What Weightless Soft Matte Hydrating Foundation. The shade that I have is in Fair Lady T2C. Now this shade is super light for me, so I do have to mix it with another foundation. Normally I grab something that's just a little bit too dark for me right now, which is the Too Faced Born This Way. It is a hydrating foundation, but I don't find that to really be a problem as far as it being sticky throughout the day. I do shy away a lot, or I try to shy away from a lot of hydrating foundations. But I have found a few gems here and there that I do find aren't as hydrating as some of the other ones. And by hydrating, I mean like it doesn't, get sticky throughout the day, or it stays matte if you set it. Well, that there is just one layer of foundation and you can instantly see how well it covers. Like it definitely covers a lot of the redness I have. It definitely covers a lot of the, imperfections I have on my skin. So I also did want to speak about these brushes since you guys have probably been watching me play around with these brushes, but I've been using them now for the last like 2 weeks and have really been enjoying them. I've had this in my collection for a while and I feel terrible because I haven't really given it the amount of time and effort to play around with them. But I just kind of reorganized some of my brushes, threw out some other ones that were kind of scratchy, and brought in some new brushes. And these two were two of the ones that I brought in. Now these are by, I want to say it's called ANISA or ANISA Beauty. It's ANISA Beauty. I started using this one and there's a little hole right in the center, if you can see that, where you apply the primer and then you apply it, and it's a really great brush. Like it does a really great job. And I believe you can also use this to apply like oils and serums too. Some of my foundation brushes, I feel like I can only use maybe once or twice, and then either I have to spot clean it because I'll get like lines, or it just won't come out as, good as the first time you used a foundation brush. This one I've used about 4 times I think maybe before I went in with like a spot cleaner, and every time it left my foundation looking flawless. It wasn't streaky or anything like that. So I had to give a shout out to these brushes. I'm definitely going to play around with them more, definitely going to see how well they hold up, but these were amazing. Okay, so I went ahead and I put on my lip liner, which is kind of patchy. I have a feeling it's not doing too well anymore, but that's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about the lipsticks. So I've really been loving, which I know I haven't had them for a really long time, but I've just really been enjoying the shades. And I've been really loving the MAC and Selena collection. This one here, which is called La Reina, and it is this brown lipstick, which looks just like this. I have just been obsessed with it. It's probably because, number one, I really love MAC lipsticks already. The colors are just definitely something that I would normally wear myself, so I'm definitely for it. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply this. Oh my gosh, I just can't get over the color, you guys. I cannot get over the color. Then I'm just gonna fan it out a little bit more with the liner. Now that I got a really sharp line under there, let me go ahead and set it really quickly. So I'm just going to take a little tiny brush, like a shader brush, and what I do is I just take a little bit of loose powder and just set underneath it. So I wanted to speak about these. These are the Kaja Moisture Melt Glosses, and they come in a stick form, and then you just click it to apply the product. I use them both, but I feel like this is the one I go through the quickest. It looks like this right here, kind of matches my sweatshirt. This here is in the shade Heart Melter. That's that one. Let me show you this one really quickly. This one's more baby doll pink, but you can see they are both very lightweight. Oh, that one actually matches my sweater way more. Very much gloss-like. It doesn't give you the stickiness or the tackiness that you might get with a gloss. So I know some of us aren't gloss fans. I definitely am, like the more the gloss the better, but I had to rave about those because they truly are two of the products, or they truly are lipstick products that I've really been enjoying, aside from like my Fresh lip pods. That's another product that I've also been dying for too. So I've got skincare, hair care, and just a couple of random Amazon favorites for you or your kids. So the first one I wanted to talk about is actually a lip product. This is the Sugar Lime Mint Hydrating Lip Balm, and this is so good, you guys, especially if you guys like If you guys like lime, I definitely think you guys would really appreciate this. The smell of it is definitely more lime prominent than it is a mint, which I was a little bit nervous about because sometimes when I smell things that have mint to it, I feel like you can really smell the mint. But this one is definitely far more of a lime scent, which for me is definitely right up my alley. This is something that a brand sent to me a while ago, and I have tried some of their other skincare products, and I did find them to be very good, but this one for some reason just was not my favorite. This is the Ebenol Alpha 2 Omega Sherbet Cleanser. It's supposed to remove makeup impurities and excess oil, but I just find it to be quite a bit of effort to get it all off. It definitely has like more grease feeling to it, and it doesn't take off all my makeup. Like I still find a lot of my eye makeup to be on my face, so I don't know, I'm not sold on it. I definitely would pass on it. They have some other things, like I said, that are really good, but this is just one of them that I was just not happy with. So one moisturizer that I have been testing for a little bit now is the Good Molecules Silicone-Free Priming Moisturizer. I have been using this now for 2 months or so. I mean, since it recently came out. They sent it to me back when they first launched this product. It does do a good job if you want to use this as like a primer for your skin before foundation. I think it does a really good job. If you're looking for something just to hydrate your skin, I didn't like this during the colder months because I didn't find that it was nourishing enough. And now what I'm finding is that it is starting to be hydrating enough. So I think just when my skin needs a little bit more hydration, this doesn't provide everything that I need. So usually if I see that my skin's dehydrated or something, I won't go in with this, or if I do use this, I just combine it with another skincare ingredient. But now that we're moving into like spring, summer, I've been reaching for this a little bit more, and I am finding that it's working just fine. The next product I have is actually for acne. So if you have acne and you haven't tried this product, this is definitely something to consider getting. Now, the reason I didn't speak about this product for a while was because you would need, a while ago when I used this, you needed a prescription to use this product, but now you can actually get it. I got mine on Amazon, but you can also get a brand that I know of from Target, and this is by Perrigo, but this is the benzoyl peroxide 10% acne medication wash. So how I like to use mine is I like to wash my face with my cleanser, and then I take this product. If you have sensitive skin, I definitely recommend building this product up to maybe like, you know, every day, which is how I use it. But when I first started and I didn't know how my skin would react, I was only using it 3 times a week. It does a really great job at cleaning your skin, making sure there's no leftover residue, and then you can rest easy that you've taken everything off your face and you can go in with your skincare knowing that you have a clean skin. So yes, for my acne people, prone people, try this product out. Again, I haven't tried the Panoxyl. I think it's how you say it. I could be butchering it really bad. I haven't tried that product yet just because I've had this for so long, and I showed this to my dermatologist and she was like, oh yeah, that's fine. So I just have one product for hair care, and this is the IGK Good Behavior. So this is a keratin-like treatment in a can. It's got 450 heat protection, and it's a 24-hour frizz control. This stuff is super awesome if you guys have frizzy hair. And the reason why I like it way more than I like serums is because with serums, I definitely feel like they can be very heavy and they can weigh down the hair, but they can also kind of make your hair feel greasy if you use too much, and I've had that happen to me so many times. And this one, I just spray it. So I section my hair out, and when I'm getting ready to blow dry it, I spray it, I brush it through, and then I blow dry my hair, you guys, and my hair looks so straight. I felt like at one point, I was like, oh my gosh, I sprayed way too much product in my hair. It's going to be super greasy. Nothing. My hair feels so soft. It feels so much softer than what it normally does by like third day hair, and today's third day hair, and I haven't had to use dry shampoo. I definitely plan to pick up another one once we're done with it. So I do have 3 products that I wanted to mention. 2 of them are kid products. So if you are a parent, I just want to share this with you really quickly. The one product I wanted to talk about, and I've raved about it to all my friends, especially if you have little boys or little girls that love to just like creative play and build, is this little set that I had found my son on Amazon that my dad had gotten for him. And it's basically just all these round balls and sticks, and they can create stuff, and it's just very more imaginative play. I was looking for more STEM projects for my son. My son really likes to just like, you know, get out creative and just build on his own. And I was looking for something that wasn't Legos or, you know, what's the other one? Playmobil, Play Something. I definitely recommend this product. It's just a really great product. And if you guys have any other suggestions, we are constantly looking for stuff to do. I'm always looking for art projects to do with the kids, so I'm always open to any suggestions you guys might have. So the last product I want to mention is a product that I had actually received for my birthday. My sister-in-law bought me this book, and I have been obsessed with it since the day that I got it. And it is the Pioneer Woman's Cookbook Dinner Time. There's a couple of reasons why I love the cookbook. Number one, the cookbook in here is phenomenal because she's like, here are like what I always keep in my kitchen, and you should too. And it is lists, like stocking up. She talks about how you stock up your fridge and like things that you should have. They're not like crazy, you know, like llama's tongue or I don't know, you know what I mean? Like those crazy things, like you should have, you know, 40 aged cheddar cheese in your fridge that you use for this dish. It's nothing like that. It's like sausage, frozen dinner rolls, frozen fruits. And then she talks about why they're important to have in your little stockpile fridge. I found this so helpful is she has pictures for every single, you know, like step that you do and how it should look and where you're at in your process. Like every single recipe in here is a recipe I would actually make. And that is the one thing that I always found very difficult with cookbooks, and even with some of like Chrissy Teigen's recipes in her book. Like a majority of her recipes I love and I would create, but there are some that I'm like, I would never eat that. But hers, every single recipe in here, I'm like, I want to try this and I want to do that and I want to try this. So I had to mention this because this has truly been like a blessing for me, and I've really been enjoying this, and this is probably my favorite product of the month. So yeah, that is my baby. Alright, so thank you all so much for watching today's video. I appreciate you guys spending some time with me, hanging out with me today. If you guys want to check out any of the products that I talked about, I will have them all linked down below. You guys, thank you all for spending some time with me during this crazy ass time that we're dealing with. I will see you guys all in my next video, and I will talk to you soon. If you guys are new, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below and turn your notifications on, and I will see you guys all later. Bye.